Hi, this is MaryEllen with Portraits of Me, and today I'm coming to you with a video of the books that I'm getting rid of because I rated them 1 or 2 stars, or I didn't even finish them because they were that bad. So that's going to be an ongoing theme for 2020. Try and do more unhauls, fewer hauls, read more books on my TBR shelves. So let's get to them. Okay, I'm going to put the pictures here of the books because a lot of them are gone already. So, here's my list. Let's get to those books. The first book that I want to mention is We Rule the Night. And this was a Beacon Book Box book selection. I'm not sure what month it was for, but I gave this one, you know what, I didn't even rate this one because I didn't finish it. So this one was a DNF. I read up to a page 100, maybe a little pages over, and just could not connect with the story, which I was really surprised because the story sounded very interesting. It's about these 2 girls who get thrown together during this war. One of them is using magic, weaving magic, and it's a forbidden magic, but because it's wartime, they decided to use it in the war, so she's in charge of that, and then the other girl's a pilot. They don't get along, but of course they get thrown together, and one flies the plane, the other does all the, well, I guess she help flies because she like makes the plane fly through this weave magic or whatever it's called. Anyway, the story was good. I mean, every time I picked it up to read it, it was interesting enough, and I enjoyed what I was reading at the time, but then when I put the book down, I didn't want to pick it up again. It was weird. It just was weird. I don't know. The average rating, when I looked it up on Goodreads, it was a 3.81, so a lot of people did enjoy this book, but I just could not get into the story. I tried several times, so I finally just DNF'd it and got rid of the book. The other book I mentioned in my other video was The Girl Who Drank the Moon, which might surprise a lot of you because I know this is a really loved book on BookTube, and on Goodreads it has a 4.18 rating. I unfortunately gave it a 1-star rating. I could not finish this book as well, and I read 3/4 of the way through the story, but I just didn't care to read about the ending. I did not enjoy the characters, I did not enjoy the story, I did not enjoy the writing style, did not enjoy the world, so I decided to get rid of it. And if you want to know a little bit more about what I thought about it, I'll link my other video here because I go into a little bit more in depth. Okay, so that's the second book I got rid of that I read in 2019. The third book that I got rid of was Aru Shah and the End of Time. This is another one that a lot of people on Goodreads likes. It has an average rating of over 4 stars, 4.08. I gave it 2 stars. I thought the story was okay, but not enough to grab me or wanting to continue the series. I didn't really connect to the characters, and this one I read back in August, so let me see if I can kind of paraphrase it, if I can remember. It's about this girl who knocks over something, causes some god to be released, and then has to like fix it, basically. So yeah, didn't enjoy it. I already purged it from my memory, so that's that. Another book that I mentioned in my previous video was The House. This one, again, pretty good ratings on Goodreads, 3.57. I gave it a 2-star rating, and I just thought the story was okay. I like the overall idea of this haunted house, or this house that's alive, but I didn't like the characters in the story. So the only character I really enjoyed was the house. Didn't really care for the 2 main characters, the boy and the girl, didn't care for their love interest and all that kind of stuff, so I got rid of it. Another book that I got rid of was Sherwood. This was, again, another Beacon book box, and on Goodreads, again, it has pretty good ratings. It's a 3.69, but I gave it 2 stars, and this book is a retelling of Robin Hood, except for it's the gender flip thing. So the girl is the one portraying Robin, and the only part I really liked about this book was when it told about Robin, the real Robin Hood, and unfortunately that was just little flashbacks that me and Marion had about Robin. So that's the only reason I got 2 stars, because I like that little backstory. Didn't care for her story or for what she was fighting for or anything. If anything, I like the side characters better, like the Merrymen, and did not like the love-hate relationship that was involved in this book. Like, ugh, I didn't like it. Did not like it. So I got rid of that book. And I was really excited to read this book because I wanted to read Hunted, because I heard that one was really good. So that's by the same author. I have that book. Now I'm a little afraid to read it, but I will, and I'll let you know what I think. But we'll see. I'll check out this other book that she wrote before this one and let you know my thoughts on it. The last book that I got rid of in 2019 was See What I Have Done. This is a fictional story about Lizzie Borden, and I gave it 2 stars. Goodreads gave it 3.21, and this book I didn't like because it seemed too long for the story it was telling. So it wasn't the whole arc of Lizzie Borden. It was just telling the story of like a day or 2 before, some flashbacks to the past, the murder, and then what happened right after the murder with the characters, and then the little bit of the ending was the trial and then the future. But I didn't like it. I think it was way too much information, or not even information, too much story that you didn't need surrounding the whole murder part and the hours following it. I don't know. I just didn't like it. Didn't like the writing style. Didn't like the way they wrote Lizzie Borden's character. So I got rid of that book as well. So that's my simple video that I wanted to share with you. Books that I didn't really care for that I read in 2019. And it looks like I had 6 books total. 6 books total that I got rid of. So did you guys get rid of any books that you read in 2019 because you didn't rate them very high and didn't enjoy them? If so, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts on those. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, you guys have a great morning, day, evening, or night. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!